Hey guys, welcome to the third and final round of this week's Delving with Devin Modern Mono Black Devotion. So I will play first here. Okay, this hand seems pretty good. Let's keep it. Got land drops, hand disruption, 2 arenas. So my opponent mulliganed to 6, which is perfect for a double Thoughtseize hand. Let's just see what he's doing with his Scry trigger here. Put it on top. Thalia Path. So I'm going to take the Thalia here. Path does nothing against me. Flicker Wisp is whatever. Sure. Okay, so now I'm going to get to Thoughtseize his only threat, and he's left with lands, an Aether Vial, and a Path to Exile against a triple Phyrexian Arena hand. I do admit 3 arenas is probably a little too many to have him play at once, but when you're at 16 life, maybe not. Especially with Grey Merchants in your deck, drawing 4 cards a turn, hopefully you'll hit a Grey Merchant and then just gain back a ton of life. Okay, so I think what I can do here... If I victim of this, then I can hold up Mutavault to block. I just want to preserve my life total as much as possible. If I would have played the arena there, I would have taken a swing for 4 and then 2 off the arena triggers, so I would have been really low. So I think just playing slightly more conservative. Having 1 arena in play is fine. Still drawing twice as many cards as my opponent. And I am fine if he wants to path my Mutavault. He's not even going to offer the trade. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm just going to play another arena. Just want my Grey Merchant to be as big as possible. That's fine. Get a swamp. Take 1. While drawing infinite lands isn't ideal. So now I'm drawing 4 cards a turn. This Grey Merchant's hopefully going to drain for at least 8. Okay, so I think what I can do here is go Pack Rat to Grey Merchant. Hopefully I just hit another Grey Merchant here and I can just kill him with a drain. Okay, muzzle lead with Inquisition. See what I'm up against here. Two lands. Okay, so now just gonna sack both his flyers. Because one way that could have lost this game potentially is like 6 power of flying in the air. Just gonna attack for 1, leave back the Grey Merchant. Actually, there's no reason to leave back the Grey. Well, no. These guys aren't going to have Summoning Sickness, so yeah, the Grey Merchant gets to block the 3/3. Okay. As well as uptick. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a bunch of rats. Instead of making another round, I'm just going to animate so I can hold a Victim of Night in case he has a flyer. Not that it's super relevant, I think he's dead regardless. Concedes. Okay, so what do I want here? I actually don't mind Wasteland Strangler. Piling Needle can name Ratchet, or sorry, can name Aether Vial, so that's not bad. Ratchet Bomb, he's got a lot of like tokens, so maybe that's fine. Don't really want Leyline of the Voids, so maybe this is the configuration. Yeah, this is probably fine. Wasteland Strangler, he has Flicker Wisp, so if he exiles, let's say, one of his creatures, I can process it, and then he doesn't get it back. It's also just a fine body. So I will submit this. Yeah, Wasteland Strangler is usually for against like Ancestral Visions, or if I have the Leyline of the Void in play, Then he's obviously going to have lots of cards in exile for it to process. But, okay, this hand is fine. I would have liked to have a disruption, but given that I'm up against a Thalia deck, having my removal not be spell-based is pretty good. Doesn't really tax me too much. Drawing the victim is good. As long as he doesn't cast Thalia here, I get to kill whatever he plays. Okay, so now I get to pass holding up victim. Eldrazi Temple. That's an interesting one. Thought Not Seer. So he's almost assuredly taking the arena. So I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna victim after he chooses his card, just so he doesn't get to see what card I draw. Like if I draw another arena, then he might not take the arena. Maybe he just takes the victim so that I get tempoed out a little bit here. But if that's the case, then I think I just start chaining my gatekeepers. Yeah, he took the arena. Okay, so now I just get to kill his dude, draw a card. Thoughtseize. I'll just Thoughtseize him, hold up victim again. Reality Smasher. Okay, I'll just take the Reality Smasher. Leave him with two paths. They don't really do much. I'll eventually draw another arena and just grind him out that way. Sure. Just cast with kicker. So if he wants to path this Gateline Keeper, all the more power to him. Okay, so I think I'm just going to cast a Grey Merchant. It's not crazy good value, but it lets me use my mana. Puts a slight clock on him. If I can get him to use this other path, that's fine. Like, not using 5 mana there seems pretty bad. Ooh, there's a Pack Rat. That is a good draw. Okay, so I'm just going to play a Pack Rat. Pass. Might as well just pitch. Yeah, let's pitch a swamp. And let's pitch Great Merchant, I guess. Kind of like having a piece of removal. Very problematic creature. And looks like my opponent concedes, and I won. So there we guys have it, 3-0. I mean, it was 2-mans. Usually the competition in 2-mans isn't quite as high as, you know, some of the other tournaments can be, but still it gives a good feel for the deck. Apparently hand disruption into card draw and threats can work in Modern, just like it did in Standard so many moons ago. So if it's a deck that you guys think is interesting, let me see here. You know, it's not too expensive. The mana base is really cheap. The only real expensive card, I think, well, I mean, the Inquisitions are like, I don't know how much, but some value. Liliana the Veil is pretty expensive, but other than that, most of the deck is reasonably priced. And if you can't get the Lilianas, I mean, you could always like maybe move the Fulminators into the main, and then that opens up some more sideboard slots. But I think, optimally speaking, Liliana is a good fit for the deck. And if you guys have any suggestions for how to improve the deck, or maybe other sideboard ideas, any idea for the deck, just post in the comments. This is by far, you know, a tuned list. It's not like a team of people have been like grinding with this deck and like tuned it. This is kind of me after a couple hours of play testing with the deck and theory crafting with the deck, putting together a semi-competitive list. So if you guys have any suggestions, please post in the comments. And the deck was fun to play. Hopefully it was fun to watch, and we'll see you guys next time.